on the YouTube and not on the Twitch. Let's see. Perfect.
Excellent. All right, thank you for joining us, everyone. Tonight we are going to be bringing you Jive Turkeys taking on Legion of Doom. We have readies for both teams, and we're just a little bit delayed, so we're going to get straight into the action here.
Sorry about that, guys. A little backline things that are always just occurring. Plus, I was totally not prepared for the game today because I was talking to my mom over in Europe. I was talking to her on the phone. I was like, yeah, I have like another hour before I have to cast the game. And I looked down. I was like, or I have like 9 minutes before I have to cast this game. Then Alex started calling me.
The exact same thing going on because I was in the middle of finishing up this painting that I was trying to do here, and looked at the clock because someone like messaged me asking about the game, and I was like, oh yeah, I suppose I should probably pay attention to that. Oh wait, look, I was live in like 10 minutes. Sweet. So we're just all on top of everything today.
Tonight, for the first time, we have D-Man joining us. Everybody, welcome D-Man. Austin, welcome to the stream. Xavier, welcome to the stream. You'll have to switch Twitch for a second. Nope, Twitch is going live probably in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep, and they'll have their own game going over there, which I am totally blanking who's playing in that one.
The Ops and Misfits. Nope, that's tomorrow. Corgi Core and Nova.
That's it. That's what's going on.
That's what it is.
So from these two teams, I'm going to do the rollouts real quick. From the side of Jive Turkeys, we have Ryan Zarya combo with the Ana Lucio, and we have OJ and Glob playing those really good for this map, Farah and Symmetra. From the side of Legion of Doom, we see a Bara also with a Junkrat. We see a Ryan Zarya on their end, and then we see the bunker healer of Mercy and Baptiste. That guy.
So interesting enough, we are seeing both teams fielding a Farah here, and both teams having no other answer to the Farah than their own Farah. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see how both teams kind of cope with this.
Actually, a good answer to the Farah is a really good Zarya, but we do see OJ and Cheetos get off of the Farah and go McCree to deal with that. So just a lot of
Thanks for joining us, Lost Vane. Glad to see you here.
Hey Vane, you play tomorrow night. I think I don't know who's doing your game tomorrow night, but we'll figure that out quickly. Really good body block there by Hoops using their shield to make sure that Smash Apron on Ryan does not go down when they got slept. Or not slept, when they got knocked down there, counter-stunned. Or was it slept? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Probably slept. So lots of picks back and forth. Oop, that's a wall. Picks back and forth here. Nice to see Jive Turkeys are not really moving too far from this rotation because they're trying to use these Symmetra turrets to their advantage. We see in the backline OJ and Cheetos does take down Weeb AJ. But Hoops is able to kind of return that favor there. So Legion of Doom does cap point first. And now are going to aggressively push.
Okay, we are seeing Legion of Doom taking a very aggressive hold position here at the first gate, which is really good for them. It lets them utilize that choke point there. And we are going to see the grab tire come through, but the tire gets destroyed quickly by Rabbit Bunny, and not going to see any picks off of that.
Really nice use of the nade there by Insane to make sure that the team had that little bit of extra armor.
My dad was calling me.
That's okay, D. No worries.
Yep, we all good.
So it looks like Legion got the point.
Yes.
That's what I missed. Awesome. Oh, we see a barrage go off.
Kojo
Didn't get any picks.
Between the combination of Kojo and Hoops, they were able to kind of get some damage in there on Jive Turkeys, but Jive Turkeys do recover this point back. So we do want to see Glob. Yep, want to see Glob get those. Oh, the turrets are set up there, but
and it looks like they're grouping up back up together now. Turkeys are.
Yep, Turkey's taking a nice defensive posture here, staying on the left side of the point so that they're far away from the high ground there, so that they don't necessarily have to worry about so much about maintaining control of it.
Off. Let's see what they do. Oh, that is
good block from Jag there on that hammer down.
Able to bait out that immortality field. I know they did lose the grab there, but do still have a lot of ults here on the side of Jive Turkeys.
Oh, it looks like their Mercy just goes off.
Oh, and what a
nice.
beautiful hammer down.
Huge hammer.
But
Oh,
what
big
a
grab in
nice,
return.
Another grab from Mama Hoops, yeah.
nice response for
Put
Hoops
them-
to save the team there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, got left for a second.
This is just like a lot of like little oops, oops back and forth. Jags gets stuck in the in the Junkrat trap from Josie, is not able to kind of capitalize on any momentum there, but does not matter right this second because Jive Turkeys do have some ults here. Although so does Legion of Doom, but the time differential that's occurring right now,
Yeah.
they're not even trying to contest point here.
Oh, there's a high noon. He got
Good
couple hits in there.
reaction from Mama Hoops there to take that high noon out before it could get anyone.
We do see the res come out from Anime Weave AJ, but they will have to back off from this fight.
And it looks like they went on Ash to take care of that bear earlier.
Insane. What are you doing running into a dynamite? You silly goose. Really good placement of dynamites here by Kojo. It's just really kind of able to get in the middle of Jive Turkeys here, but they get zoned off of point.
Yep, so Jive Turkeys are going to take this first point here, taking the early lead in this match.
Oh, is my voice? Yep, all my stuff is muted. That's good. Okay.
Nice.
We don't need to listen to all of my Discord notifications as they come through.
Are you sure, though?
Positive. So from the side of Jive Turkeys, we are going to see same DPS from initial last time and the same tanks instead of I don't remember who they were running with the Ana, but now we're seeing a Lucio. And no changes from Legion of Doom except Anime Weeb AJ is off of Mercy and onto the very, very good and dangerous Ana player that they can be.
Down by the Pharaoh.
Yeah, good opening trade here.
Yep.
So we see Farah getting behind
they have
them.
more heals though. Farah is getting behind them, taking out the second or one of the healers.
But looks like Legion's being very smart about this, switching to a double hit scan here instead. Will definitely force OJ off of that fire pretty quickly, and we do see the Doomfist switch, which I experienced in a scrim last night, and that was frustrating. As a healer, having a Doomfist in your face in your backlines is just not my favorite thing in the world, especially a pretty capable Doomfist.
Looks like right now it's a 6v5. Ooh, nice hammer down.
What a beautiful hammer down, but nice protection by those turrets there. Is able to save a lot of the team from getting charged into a pillar or just off there.
Yeah. And it's looking really good for Turkey right now. Almost already halfway to the point capture.
And we do see them taking the ult advantage here, having 4 ultimates, almost 5 ultimates online here for this fight, whereas Legion of Doom are looking to be coming up on just 3 of their own.
Yeah.
We will, I think, see Smash get that ult back fairly quickly. Usually Reinhardt's are able to kind of capitalize on building them. Would really like to see Bob be waited upon for the nano potentially, or the grab get comboed with a Bob or a nano.
Anna's by herself with the soldier on the left hand side for Doom. Oh, and then there goes the soldier.
Good opening pick from OJ and Cheetos there, really opening up this fight.
Yep.
Liked the intention of
right now.
I liked the intention of Josie trying to flank around there. Good hammer down
huge
again.
sleep
Stopping
from
that box
AJ.
and getting to the point.
These two teams are very good at counter ulting
But
each
now
other.
They have that Anna behind them, and they don't want to push it too far. Because now there's 2 people on the point. There we go. Turkey's doing really good holding this point.
Something really... Oh. Sorry, Demon. Super is here for you. Super Saiyan God. Demon out here casting my boy. Well, I was gonna say this is the life-saving moment. One really good thing about OJ on that Doomfist actually is if the team is, we did see Glob getting attacked back here. D-Man, your mic is a little low. It's awesomely. Yes. Per chat, it's low.
Okay.
Hoops with the 4 gold medals. One good thing about a Doomfist is they are able, using that ultimate, to retreat back to the team almost immediately. I know the Doomfist out for me, I feel like, can do a lot of damage, but you have to get zoned into it, and it can be a very sort of hit or miss thing. But using that ult to either escape a fight when you don't have any health, or just kind of move yourself around the map in a much quicker pace to get back to a teammate is a good utilization of it.
Okay. And so with our first map down here, we're going to be going to Blizzard World next.
I don't know if that's better or worse. But we'll see what happens.
Blizzard World, one of my favorites. Hopefully these two teams do not pull a Diving Phoenix and give me switches one at a time with 5-minute intervals in between them.
Hey,
D-Man, looking at your team there.
Hey, watching my team, alright?
I had a scrim to get to.
Really think. And, the sad thing is, we had a list of it already. It's just everything changed in the last second.
It's fine. I was joking with Holy that Holy had been messaging me to do some stuff all week, like announce the game times that were sent, and move a couple of people. And I kept saying I'll do it when I get home. And then 8 hours would go by, and Holy's so sad face, and I'm like, I'll do it right now. I'm so sorry. It's this is my punishment for being a bad mod for the day.
Alright, so he says it's great now, I guess.
Excellent.
Alright, so we have Bunny for Shimmy. Is Shimmy?
Okay, and then we're just waiting to hear from Legion of Doom.
I know the name is pronounced Ishi, because Ishi was they're gonna brutalize my name tonight. And Chasm specifically told me how to say it, as did OJ, and I was like, no, they have to go through the initiation.
Right?
You try to tell me how to say your name.
We're going to have a lovely time tonight talking about a Shaimon, so...
The Jive Turkeys are ready, so we're just waiting on Legion of Doom now.
Wukong for Josie.
Okay, so it looks like Wukong for Josie.
Okay, we got that all set up, so we just need a ready from them, and we're good to start the second map.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So we'll just wait.
Listen, it's a long week of games and scrims. I need to be able to troll myself around here a little bit.
I mean, that's perfectly fair.
And the second map is on, that's good.
The question is the pause button on? Or competitive ruling on?
Yeah, because we never...
Nope, I actually turned off comp rules. This is going to be a deathmatch.
This is a no comp game. We're going to play Hoops' favorite game mode. Infinity Gauntlet.
Ooh,
or we can play... What is it? Where there's something wrong with everybody?
Right, so it looks like both teams are ready.
Alright, here we go. And I am totally going to launch this match and then disappear for just a second.
D-Man being all professional here, and we're trying not to be. What is this?
I'm really not professional.
That's okay. Are any of us?
To be honest. So how do I go through walls? Oh, I figured it out the first try.
You become an X-Men. How far can I get to this Ferris wheel? What is this thing on top of it? It's a Zerg thing. I didn't realize. I want to kind of go on these rides. These look fun. These people look like they're having a good old time. Look at all these ghost people in the background.
I don't think anybody's on these rides.
You can totally
no.
see. Oh, yeah, it's the ghost people. They're getting on the ride. See,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like they're walking towards it. I wish you guys could all see me because I'm standing directly in front of my TV, like using my fingers and being like, they're going over here right now.
Oh, yeah.
Evan.
You see those people.
Evan here for hoops. We always love the love.
Actually really get back to the map.
Yep. Do you want to give a rollout for one of the teams?
Yeah, I could do Legion of Doom. Looks like they got, for their healers, they got a Mora and a Baptiste. So that looks like it could be a really good healing game. And also with their tanks, they're staying with the Reinhardt with the Zarya, and for their whatchamacallit, DPS, that's what it is. We have 2 hit scans, Hanzo and McCree.
Really good also combo of Grav Dragons whenever they do get that. From the side of Jive Turkeys, we will be seeing pulled pork. We have Anna Baptiste for the little bit of bunker, and we see the ever dangerous May, especially if played correctly. Those walls can really separate teams, and OJ on that McCree is very good. Jibba with the casting, let's get it. Thanks, Evan. I know who you are. Randy, welcome to the stream.
And it looks like they're doing a really good push up.
Nightbot, we love having you.
Get to that point.
We love Nightbot. Really good initial pull there by Ishii. You can definitely tell these two are working on this
nice
pulled pork
hook.
combo.
Nice grab hook with a recent road.
Beautiful anti-nade by Insane, forcing the team to kind of back off so that Jags is able to come back themselves. But Glob...
Like Hanzo and Zarya going to the right side, trying to make it a 2-front war over here.
Yes, Randy, we started about 45 minutes late because Alex and I are just that spectacular at our jobs on Stream Team.
Oh, yeah.
Score right now is 1-0 for Jive Turkeys.
So right now they have a trade in picks.
But that spawn advantage is in favor of Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
And they are just building these ults here. They have a lot more ults coming online in comparison to Jive Turkeys.
And it looks like they're trying to pull towards the left side. Trying to get around.
Okay, then we're going to see Legion of Doom not going for another split pincer push here. The team's going to stay together. We are seeing a lot of damage coming through onto Smash Apron, but healers are managing to keep that damage under control.
Oh, we do hear that hammer down go down though.
They do go down, but
3 ults though.
But that field, the disc, the frisbee, it is down and it is saving people.
Oh, they got the road and
Set.
the main now.
Now Hoops wants to just
left.
Hoops wants to just shut me up.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Hoops.
I'll go now.
Cast a curse.
Alright, we do see a very good take from Legion of Doom here. Do get pretty much a team kill to take this point here, so they are going to go into the payload portion of this map here with 4 minutes, so they've got a pretty decent time bank to try and get through the, I don't even really know what to call this section here. The place. They're doing the thing.
The
Looks like they're going towards
Pylon Terrace.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
We'll go with that.
The Protoss area.
Protoss, what?
Protoss? That's what it's from. StarCraft.
Oh, okay.
You don't show your nerd. Don't be like me. So we do see OJ and Cheetos get off of the McCree now, knowing that there's no Pharah that they have to deal with. So we did see that Doomfist was really annoying and frustrating last game. So Hoops is lasering.
Good job with the Doomfist trying to stop the McCree from popping his ult.
Yeah, Hoops really needs to be a main focus here. Get that high charge Zarya down. Otherwise, it's just this is what you're going to see happen: is the payload is going to continuously move forward uncontested, and Hoops is just going to kind of
use Blizzard though, but not able to get anybody in it.
Nope.
Yeah, we do see the Blizzard stop the point there for a second, but Legion of Doom does a very good job of separating from the point there so that they, aren't actually caught in it so they can win the fight and keep moving.
Yeah, Randy, they are a really, really good tank player, especially from what I have seen sometimes on this Zarya, and they can also be a really good DPS. But OJ here was in the background. Unfortunately, does go down to Kojo.
I would, if I was Turkey, drive Turkey right now, I would be very careful though, since they have spawn advantage.
Yep, definitely want to see the turkeys back up just a little bit here. Maybe set up a defensive line around the corner into,
Hoops got to be careful. Yep, Hoops has to be careful. Going on some really long missions there, but do not want to get caught out because they do not want to lose this charge that they have been accumulating.
Yep. Oh, nice ult, nice ult. Nice dragons, nice
Beautiful combo.
With grabbing dragons. Almost team wipe.
Yeah, we're seeing some absolutely huge momentum coming in from Legion of Doom here.
And we see the Mercury trying to go behind them, maybe trying to pop his ult. But the Lucio does see him. And lets the Doomfist know.
And Cheetos will take out AJ here. And now we will see Cheetos coming from these back lines instead. Oh, Meteor Strike.
Ooh, but it doesn't really do much.
Group Alex.
Break them away from their team though.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Really smart movement there by Cheetos not to go down in the immortality field and trying to take out the very few people that weren't, but the rest of the team on Legion of Doom had some really nice rotations there to make sure they stayed safe.
They are getting a lot of picks in. Oh.
Just a pincering there of the DPS ults.
Here now. There we go. And that's end of round 1.
Alright, 2 minutes in the time bank here for Legion of Doom. Very respectable. That's a pretty good bar to set here, especially with Blizzard World. It's usually a little bit harder to actually get this map finished out. So the fact that they have a time bank at all is pretty impressive. Okay, so we're going to see the sides swap here, and going to see how Jive Turkeys do on their offense run.
Oh, Alex, you missed my really long... Oh, I can't fast travel. I forgot to rebind it. I was looking off in the distance at this very beautiful Ferris wheel, and the closer we get to it... Oh, I want to go to the Murloc Island. I missed that.
Oh, I didn't notice that yet either.
There was a Zerg, like, balloon flying around somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. It's back. It's a ride. It's obviously a ride. But look at all the ghost people on their way to the rides.
Yeah. Yeah, I just noticed that. Huh. That's
Guys, this is the scavenger hunt for the week. We're gonna go to Murloc Island. Let's get Jibba there somehow. He's still engaged with MS. Which is kind of... I wish we were on Twitch to clip that one.
Legion of Doom does switch to that Pharah. And it comes with the Hanzo this time, and everything else seems about the same.
Alex, you want to roll out Jab Turkeys?
Absolutely, I will. So, on the offense here, we're going to see the classic Ryan Zarya with a Moira and Lucio, so we're looking at a lot of AoE healing coming in here, with a Junkrat and Hanzo, so we're really looking for shield break and, like, seal those picks out quickly.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going the same way as Legion of Doom can.
Yep, seen another left side rotation here.
That shield breaker will be really good against these two tanks, because you can see that Hoops and Smash Apron do have a lot of synergy together, and we see a quick pick on Anime Weeb AJ on the Pharah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge opening pick.
That's a good pick.
OJ in the back line.
See what they could do with this.
Not OJ. Kojo there was getting chased down by Chasm. But it looks like they will be backing off.
They're really doing good at this hold.
Oh, and OJ gets the pick. Need to see OJ turn around to help get some damage into these back lines a little bit, because they do have the Ryan and the Zarya pushed up here aggressively.
And it seems like OJ does get away though.
I was gonna say we do see
Hoops is looking.
Hoops pushing very aggressively here, but it does look like support is going to show up for Hoops there to make sure that they don't get picked off.
And it looks like for Turkey they do switch to a Diva to get in there.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to be going with the less traditional Rhyme Diva combination here to try and put pressure onto the back lines, it looks like.
This is giving me some major FOMO right now, because fun fact with my old Destiny clan, I'm about to start WoW Classic in the off-season. All I want to do right now is play it.
Really? You're gonna, I didn't know you were gonna do that.
Yeah, I made that decision today.
And it looks like they do try going up top, but it doesn't work out. They get booped off.
Oh, beat drop.
Oh, but they just
we
dropped
do
dragons,
see
so-
space dragons.
And he got a triple. Got a 3K.
But we see OJ does take out a couple here on their own, but they will go down to the rest of the damage here from the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you,
Really
Evan
good
and Randy, but I think both of these teams know who their win condition is. I know OJ is definitely a win condition to get rid of for Jive Turkeys, and then I would definitely say Hoops is a very big win condition to get rid of on the side of Legion of Doom, because even when Hoops is not on tank, they do an incredible job on DPS as Sombra and as Ashe sometimes, as we get to see.
So it does look like OJ does switch to Ashe. Trying to get that Pharaoh out the sky.
Ooh, big fire strike from Smash Apron there. Hits like 4 people with that.
As of right now, it looks like Jiving Turkey, they have 1 ult. But
Really?
on the other team, Legion of Doom, they have 3 ults.
Happy to see Jag switch to the Diva, because that will be really helpful to try and eat those grabs when they come in, and will, or even just Kojo's Hanzo Dragons if they can definitely be pretty key.
They did a triple though with that Junker ult, so that will help them take that point.
A Reaper and Hanzo or maybe a Sombra could really disrupt Hoops' team here, being honest. A lot of things can disrupt a team, just a little more focused sometimes, and it looks like Jive Turkeys are settling into that, leaving Insane there on the payload to keep it pushing forward.
Yeah, we're seeing a really good amount of space getting set up here by Jive Turkeys here, pushing them all the way back to the set of bridges there.
OJ is
And
sticking
it
back
good
there.
because it keeps that keeps the payload moving. But they do have the Pharaoh in the back right line, so someone really needs to take her out. Oh, there she
There's a
goes.
good pick off.
And there's
to a 5v6 fight already.
D-Man's first example of caster cursing! Welcome to the stream, team. It's official.
Yeah. But at the same time, I was calling it though, so...
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
gorgeous
Wow.
play.
Dang.
Really got to take Harv out if they want to keep this going. So definitely something that we've seen from both of these
There's
teams
that-
is Protoss.
Really good ult trying to help them get to the next point.
The Protoss pylon terrace here just is completely dominated by both teams. So really, really happy to see that.
So right now it looks like there are 3 ults each, almost 4 for Legion of Doom.
So if they can keep this pushing at this same pace, we will see a very close time differential on these clocks here.
Yeah.
But a lot of ults.
But
Yep.
they really gotta watch their backline. Yep. Oh, nice ult by a Racer,
Good
but
combination
it
of
does-
ults from Legion, yeah.
As long as as long as Jab Turkey can at least get this to the end before overtime, they'll be in a very good position here.
Yes, they will.
Their defenses are different stories. I definitely agree with that, Randy. So we still have Bob. We have Tyre that can come in, really disrupt these backlines. And we see Anime switch off of the Pharah onto a McCree, so that will be really good for stuns here.
And Legion of Doom still does have 2 ults, almost 3.
Why are we going in a little room, guys? Come on. You live
Little
to
rooms are
hurt me.
very bad, because 1 ult could just kill them all.
A damage out too
Absolutely.
many from Legion of Doom could put them in. Yeah. See, I definitely agree with that,
There's the
Evan.
Bob.
Bob getting focused down there by Hoops as much as they can. We do see Insane use Coalescence to try and heal Bob, but also doing some really good damage here onto the rest of Legion of Doom.
But they-
Gotta get Apron out of that
Turkeys
field.
do really do good, taking them out one by one.
So want to see they still have that Tyre, So want to see, we do see Glob going for a little bit of a flank here to help get rid of that tire. A big tire coming in right now could be
but it does get stopped.
Could be clutch, but the payload gets moved because the team is too busy looking for the tire and brawling all up in Jive Turkey's faces. They were not allowed to get back there, so still seeing some good time differential, even though Legion of Doom does have the advantage.
Well, anything can happen in just a minute and a half. Time to be back.
Time to slowly make my way back.
Yeah, because I don't have the speed thing in me either.
Alex, why don't you share?
To get me there faster.
You guys, they broke all of this. Look at these nice postcards that are disrupted now. Like, they broke all of the pottery. Wasn't the tire taken out at the end? It was taken out, but the team was too busy looking for that tire to push forward as aggressively as they want from the looks of it. Because they wanted to make sure they weren't going to get caught out on a 5-man tire. So that allowed the payload to keep pushing and to make the final distance that it needed to make.
So it does seem like Legion of Doom does stay with everything, just they haven't made this time.
I'm gonna spectate somebody so I can go get water. If yeah, sorry.
And they do have Jive Turkeys with Sombra and the Junkrat this time around with their GPS with the Lucio.
Yeah, we're seeing a very interesting swap around from Jive Turkeys here. The typical tank and DPS players in Jag and OJ and Cheetos have swapped spots here. So it's going to be kind of interesting seeing this role swap.
You can see this Sombra going right to the point. She's making her way to the point, so...
That's a huge rip. Oh god, Randy, no.
Oh, but they did see her coming because of that arrow. And
yeah, very good Sonic arrow there to reveal.
Hey, doing the punks rotation. I like it.
Yeah. And it does seem like she can hack. She gets behind him. Gets a pick 2. So right now they're down a healer. Down both healers right now, so this could be really big for them.
Ooh, both teams running without healers now.
And yeah, right. But they do have that Lucius who could get to point pretty dang quick. But we see here Legion of Doom is holding them back.
If Jax can keep getting some hacks in here on Legion of Doom, we see the EMP getting farmed. They really need to get the last little bit of percentage here.
Touch that point though. There we go. They touch the point for overtime. But they really do good. Oh my god, can I speak?
Big EMP, hopefully. Big EMP, but nobody is on the point to touch. Oh, nope, I lied.
But Lucio and Junkrat are right there with the Zarya. Ooh. And they do manage to keep them off the point.
Okay, so we are going to see a full hold from Legion of Doom here.
Chat, what kind of defense do you want to see from the side of Jive Turkey? Tell us what you're thinking here. Sorry. that would be my angry pupper in the background.
For me, I think I could see Turkey really doing a bunker comp for some reason. Trying to hold them on point.
Hallie.
They got a similar bunker comp, yeah? I guess so.
Chat, do I just go throw treats at them to shut them up?
We see Jive Turkey go not lose, wow. Aretha and Diva as the tanks, and their healers is Mercy and Baptiste. And we see Bastion and Symmetra to hold that point. Having a lot of turns.
I really think that this is going to be a really good setup from Jive Turkeys here. This setup should help them deal with hoops on the Zarya the best, I feel. Especially with the creep, they're being able to go back and forth between these two different high grounds. This is going to be really good. And we are
holding on to the right side, though.
I totally was not shushing you, D-Man, as you were talking. I'm sorry.
Yes. And
No, it's the dog.
Oh. No, I didn't hear you. That's why.
So Legion of Doom, we are going to see them coming through with Ryan Zarya again, as well as McCree and Hanzo for DPS, and we're going to see Moira Baptiste for heals, actually. Which is pretty interesting. We do see them walk straight into that bunker, unable to locate it before they were already in the line of fire.
I like the rotating. Yep. I like the rotating bunker here. Definitely not going to really be able to do a whole lot. Need to see Glob move away. Use that field and get away from that.
It looks like they're coming far left now. Try to get onto that point.
And now they're underneath the point here.
Jive Turkey needs to get on that point.
Oh, and it looks like a little bit of a miscommunication here on where they were going to drop, because the Immortality field went down a little more in front there, and the rest of the team dropped to the left.
With that team kill to finish this off.
Excellent take from Legion of Doom.
Win. So what scores right now? 1-1.
Yep.
MOWG with this axe. Does really good to help out with that. And gets up here.
And now one at a time, the dogs are all being let out.
That was a really good game, yeah.
Sorry for the aggressive fan that I was in front of.
Well, what about aggressive pumpers?
Well, they're being aggressive. Callie gauged my leg out earlier.
Nice.
Are they running
so much
around?
clickety clicks.
Yeah. There's 3 of them.
I heard there okay.
And now Java's speaking.
So now the teams swap, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And then we will be going to Horizon.
Horizon. We have Rabid for Ishi.
Okay.
Java.
Oh, poor puppy.
It's okay. She's just saying hello.
I heard the winter. That wasn't a hello.
No, normally this dog's a lot more angry and aggressive. Hey, Java. Java, who's there? Yeah. Hey, okay, enough. Yo,
Okay,
enough.
relax.
Chill it.
Only told you to keep going.
She's like, you said I could talk. What's the pupper's breeds? Java is a Dutch Shepherd, Hallie is a Pitbull Pug, and Nala is a little Shiba Inu.
Wait,
so they all make various
where did you get
noises.
the name Nala? I want to know.
The Lion King, because when we first got her and we would hold her up, she'd put her arms out like Simba when he gets held up. So we called her Nala.
That's so cute.
She's
I
a
love
good little
The Lion
babe.
King. Like, this is one of my favorite kids movies.
Yeah, the other 2 are adopted, and they basically came with their names, so can't really change them.
I mean, you could. No, I'm kidding.
No, Java's name suits her very well, and
Yeah,
Hallie, we call Halle Berry, and she's just a big cuddle bear. So her real name is Halicarnassus, but we don't call her that.
Yo, my lizard is just dead staring at me.
So Legion needs 5 minutes before they are going to be ready to go. Java,
Okay.
Lord Almighty.
Yeah, my bearded dragon right now is just dead staring at me from the corner of her cage.
What is your bearded dragon's name? Tell chat.
So her name, and the only reason why it's this is because when we first got her, we didn't know the gender, so we thought it was a guy, but her name is Pablita.
Oh.
Her name used to be Pablo, but then we had to change it.
Gotcha. This makes me want to go and grab my kitty.
Just bring all the pets.
Right.
All of the animals.
Right. Yep, forget
We're gonna
Overwatch, we're just playing Pet Watch.
Let all of the
Yeah,
pets
that's
make
how
the
it
most noise one time, kind of like how they do the puppy bowl. We'll do
I
The
think
pupper
mine would
watch?
lose just 'cause mine doesn't make noise.
the pet watch.
Unless it's
Yeah.
But who's on Overwatch and who's on Talon? That's the question. Mine are probably on Talon, just because.
So
I don't know.
The games are looking pretty cool and really good.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong holds from each team.
Mm-hmm. Chat, what you guys thinking about the game that you've been watching so far? Are we rooting for Legion? Are we rooting for Turkeys? Are we thinking it's some even play? Who's the win condition? You tell us. Give us your thoughts.
I mean, I have no bias, but I'm really just seeing the way they're playing. I think Chaving Turkeys might take the win. Of course, someone would say Raptors.
That would be a Raptor player. Psycho Mantis, part of Stream Team. Welcome to the stream. Goodbye.
Oh, bye. I guess he joined the wrong group.
Could at least say hi, Psycho. Now I'm gonna call you out in match chat.
Right.
Match chat. Stream Team chat.
I'm hoping Turkeys win because their name is better. Jive Turkeys is a pretty good name. I'm gonna try and check
in. You said the
in.
wrong answer. You were supposed to say Diving Phoenix.
Come on, everybody knows Pizza Planet. Gosh.
What?
I'm trying to see if get on the Twitch here and see if I can get us an update on how the other game is going.
Yeah, who is playing tonight? Because for some reason I didn't.
Corgi Core, one of Alex's favorite teams, because he loves messing with their name every single time he does their game. Versus Nova.
Nova.
All right, we got readies. We're gonna launch.
Oh my. Well, you guys do that and do rollouts, and I have the Angry Dogs. I'll try and get us a score update.
Okay, so we are going to see Legion of Doom taking first defense on this map here.
Jaffa.
Interested to see what kind of defense we're going to see from them.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out into space. Look at the stars.
Right now it is 1-0 Nova in the other game. It looks like they are just getting ready to start Blizzard World here. Borking. To start being a Java dog.
I was really hoping I could see inside the dome out here.
What are we trying to see?
The dome outside.
Trying to get in there? Nope.
Yeah, but when I go through it, it's just nothing. I thought there would be something. Alright.
Stargaze together. This is serene, this is calm.
With Legion of Doom, it's going back to the same as they've been doing, with the Mora and Baptiste as healers, and Hanzo main, with a LoD and a Orisa. This might be pretty fun to watch. How they do this.
And it looks like from Jive Turkeys here, we are going to be seeing the Ryan Zarya of their own here, and a Sombra Symmetra DPS combo actually.
May.
Very interesting to see that combination play together.
OJ is trolling you.
OJ
that was just a little check.
Yeah, he was spying on them.
So one incredible thing that we can see this, is the teleporter straight to point sort of situation. I've been seeing it in a lot of games that I've been dealing with.
They all move in.
It's almost, if you can do it correctly, a free first tick, but it looks like Legion of Doom is very prepared for this, and a lot of them have dropped here.
We do see the first tick come through, though.
And we do see the Hanzo actually taking out that Lucio.
Really good attempt on placement on that wall, but Legion is able to keep basically their toes on the line, so they did keep it contested. Now, though, is where Jive Turkeys can really benefit in trying to take down Legion. But as I say that...
and they just won. But we do see Jive Turkeys get that first hit, so... You see what happens.
But that strat, I feel like, never works twice. So.
Yeah, because they're probably really going to be watching it. That's why their Symmetra went to Ash. Oh no, that was me. Never mind, I lied.
Yeah, we do see both of the DPS swap to an Ash Junkrat combo here. Looks like we're going to get just a little bit... oh, we're rotating underneath them. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a really good rotation that I've seen all week long. It
does
working.
Really go good.
Oh, yeah.
But we do see Coalescence though.
Huge charge from Jag, taking out the ulting Moira.
But here comes Dragons though.
Oh.
Lucio does get a pick, and Zarya, and Mora.
Nice hammer down. It had the team zoned off. Would have honestly really liked to have seen maybe, as Jag saw the team going down to the Dragons there, step back and just capture the last tick of the point here. But really hard to do, especially when you have so many people laying down in front of you that you're just like, I want to go swing my hammer at you.
But we do see on Legion of Doom, they do have almost 4 ults coming up.
Yeah, ult economy is definitely favoring Legion of Doom right at the moment here. But the Legion of Doom is just a little bit of split for this push there. If they can collapse on this Roadhog, they might be able to start this final strong, but the Roadhog does escape to the point.
Yep. But they do get their Arisa, so they do get a pick there.
Yep, the main takedown for Legion of Doom, this could get really rocky here. We are seeing
but
more
we do see
picks
May's ult go out.
Yeah, I was going to say Anime Weeb AJ right now on this May is being very frustrating, going pretty uncontested.
And they are splitting off the teams right now.
Yep.
They do really good at keeping that point down though.
I'm so sorry, AJ.
We do see a very good job from Jive Turkeys here, creating a split situation where where Legion of Doom either had to worry about the Ashe that was in their back line, or worry about the 3 other people that were in front of them. It was a really good, classic pincer maneuver that they used to really hammer damage home into the team.
What happened, D-Man, is when I start to positively speak about what like one member is doing, without a doubt they immediately die in the middle of my sentence or right after.
You know, I'm actually kind of surprised with you. You didn't check pause. I meant to say that earlier. You didn't check pause in the first game.
We live dangerously here.
Apparently. Oh, but we do see them take the first tick. And maybe 2. Yes,
almost a team kill here, but now the stagger is going to be big.
But now they do get it, though. With 2:49 left to remain. If Jive Turkeys can really hold this year, it would be big for them.
Okay, so we've got almost 3 minutes of the time bank here for Jive Turkeys. Legion of Doom going to take their own stab at the offense here. Definitely interested to see what kind of composition we're coming out, although I do imagine that we will likely see something Death Volley coming out from them, as that does seem to be kind of how they favor taking these points.
Hey Alex, you wanna check pause on the next map, because it's the last map potentially, or on map 5 if we go to map 5. I want you to know.
Yeah, just check it on last map. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until the first team fight, then I'm gonna check it.
Oh
my god.
You troll. So kind of like what I did in All Stars.
Yeah.
No, it'd be funny. Go into it right when they're about to hit point, just pause.
Oh, we've done that.
I got this.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of big thumb pause buttons that have occurred.
Oops, I accidentally pressed
it. It's very unfortunate, especially like if Alex is running the lobby as he normally does.
Yeah.
If I have to run the lobby, I'm very prone to like press it, especially if it's on like my left button.
Okay, and let's see here. For Jive Turkeys on the defense here, we are going to see a basic bunker coming out here. The same thing that they ran for the defense on Blizzard World. Legion of Doom going to be running a Rhyme Zarya with Hanzo Junkrat and Lucio Moira. Looks like they're going to try and rush through the point there with that Lucio speed boost, but doesn't pan out quite so well for them.
Jive Turkeys really love playing the Symmetra and utilizing just the movement of the teleporters, especially now that the Symmetra had the buff there. The teleporters are unlimited. Really smart. It's kind of, I think, one of the only teams that we've seen recently in the league really pushing that.
Yeah. Okay, we do see Jive Turkeys get a little bit aggressive there with some of the stragglers from that first team fight. We do see a couple picks go the way of Legion of Doom, actually. But both teams are kind of fragmented right now, and so it looks like Legion of Doom is going to back out here and just focus on regroup.
So we're going to follow Smash Apron for a little bit here.
Just seeing a little bit of poke going back and forth here, nothing really significant. We do see an arrow headshot Rabbit Bunny and take them out though, so Jive Turkeys are down their main healer.
Yeah, that's a really good big pick there in the beginning.
Now they're going to start touching point. But they really need to get those turns out of the way, because those turns will do a lot of damage.
The nice thing too about
a lot of trades.
Yeah, the nice thing still about that, sorry, I'm still focused on the sim, is I watched Jag start to go down in health and would be able to escape using that sim teleporter, and by keeping a lot of Legion of Doom looking at him to take him out, it allowed Glob and OJ to set up behind and just kind of take the rest of the team out there. So, even though they're bunker...
Jive Turkey really did a good job holding them out, not letting them get at that point.
Even though they're a bunker comp, they are just moving around constantly, and that's scary to go against sometimes.
Yep, a movable bunker. One thing really hard to get in.
All right.
Okay, we're seeing a lot of spam damage coming on to Legion of Doom here.
They start touching point now.
Both of the DPS from Legion of Doom like to stay back away from the point, trying to hammer damage in.
But is it really helpful? Because a lot of DPS is going into the people on point.
Yeah, we do see really Jive Turkeys do a good job isolating a Legion of Doom and taking out the individual teams that they'd split them into instead of letting themselves get pincered.
We're also seeing some...
I wonder if that was a really good ult to use on their Mora.
We're seeing really good, I was going to point out actually, ult management here by Jive Turkeys. Yeah. They're not investing into every single fight, and when they are investing, it's just one, and then as that's coming down, it's the next. So it's just a constant barrage of either damage or healing or shielding.
And it looks like Legion of Doom trying to do the same push again one last time.
This will be our final push here, so definitely need to see these ults get used properly.
But they do only have 2 people on that point though, so they really needed to see something happen.
Good hook there.
They're really keeping that Orisa off though.
Oh, that's an interesting grab.
Yeah, it was making the Bastion not be able to move much, but in the end, I don't think it helped.
Very,
okay, so...
Go ahead. I was going to just say showing defense.
We are going to see Jive Turkeys manage to take their second map here. So they are up 2-1 so far in the series.
Next map must be a win, right? It can't be a draw.
Nope, it has to be a win.
Correct.
Legion of Doom.
Alright, so now let's check out match chat.
I really want to know what tactic is.
Who said something?
No, in match chat they say tactic.
Oh, toxic, yes.
Set your alarm, and I'm gonna wake you the fuck up. Sorry. You got everything?
Yeah, thank you. Okay. I'm in the wrong match
And
chat.
we do see for Dragon he wants Rabbit for Shion? I don't even know.
Ishii.
Easy, yeah, that's what it is.
Is Himon? We need Ishimon? Is that what we're looking for here?
Is human?
Is him?
Oh, that's what the name is human. Okay.
Yeah. Or it could be is him on.
That is very true. Also, I have to swap these teams.
Don't forget to change your names too.
It actually would be is him on because of the X at the end. You have to obnoxiously pronounce it.
Ooh, that is true. I can't believe we forgot that.
Yeah.
What's up, Super? Score right now is 2-1. Jive Turkeys are winning. So we have some
So
very
looks like
intensive.
Jive Turkeys are ready to go. Now we're just waiting for the okay for Legion of Doom.
Some very intensive matches going on here. If you haven't been watching, I would definitely recommend a rewatch on this one. Just really incredible plays by both teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really close matches. It's really interesting.
I will.
I wish when you switch team, it switches the name also.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get Jive Doom and Legion of Turkeys, please?
Jive Doom and Legion of Turkeys. That would be funny. And see how many people actually notice.
Oh, they notice. They notice usually fairly quickly.
And looks like.
Oh no! There's too many letters.
Josie.
Legion of Dive should work because it's the same as, or no, Legion of Turkeys.
Turkeys.
Oh, hold on. I think I got it.
So it looks like Harvey for Josie.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Noah?
Okay.
Hi, Noah. Goodbye, Noah. Doom Turkey, Legion of Jive. Final map if we go to map 5. Corgi noticed this when we do this. Because we do this to Corgi all the time.
Corgi love it when I do this.
I think you spent an entire game doing it, honestly. Okay. And did we have any... Are we just waiting for the ready for...
I think so.
We're just waiting for Legion of Turkey to say
Give us...
okay.
Did you swap them? Did they need swaps?
Yeah, I already got the swaps.
We already swapped.
And clickety clack.
It would have been funny if you would have put LOT. Alright, they're ready. Both teams are ready, so we can start it up.
Okay, we will go ahead and get ourselves started here.
Did we even get a complaint? These no fun teams.
Absolutely nothing. I'm disappointed.
Oh, you know why? Because they don't usually notice it.
Wise.
They don't notice it until the end when like the name pops up.
Right. Okay. We'll get it then.
Like I said, you probably should have said instead of LOD, LOT, and see if they notice like that. Legion of Turkey. I keep forgetting to press triangle to go through stuff.
Mhm. Oh dear.
Oh.
I do not like the underside of this course.
So, for Drive Doom, let's see, they going Hog or Risa with Mercy, Mora, and a Junkrat and an Ashe. And
Okay, and from the other side here, from Legion, we are going to be seeing them running their traditional Ryan Zarya with a Junk Ashe of their own, actually, with a Moira Ana. Oh, we are going to see a swap from the Junk to a Widow, and the Ashe to a Junk.
a Junk to Ashe, or Ashe to Junk.
Interesting.
I guess the other one wanted to snipe really badly.
Okay, we are seeing just basic poke coming out here to start. Nothing really huge coming out from either team.
Oh, they
spam
just
damage.
lost Mora though. And a Junkrat.
Yeah, but really good
Good
use of that
picks.
concussion mine there to kind of knock Hoops away from the team so they could
Excellent res. Oh,
start them.
never mind. Forget what I just said.
Yeah, Smash Apron doing a very, or Smash Apron, sorry, doing
Apron?
a very good shot. You hush.
Where are you from?
You hush.
Yosh.
Doing a very good job in this sniper 1v1, although OJ and Cheetos is causing more collateral damage to the rest of Smash's team.
So we do see them still start pushing this without any... Oh, there it goes, there it stops.
Glob up there
Long
meeting Smash Apron so that Smash's attention is turned away from Glob, and OJ is able to capitalize upon that. But Mama Hoops is in the back line here on the grounds. Really needs some damage getting inputted onto their tanking right now.
But we really do see OJ picking these people off. He's doing a really good job at that.
Absolutely.
Cannot let
Also,
Hoops escape.
The synergy between these two DPS players is actually pretty impressive here.
Between Glob and OJ? Or between...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
between Glob and OJ, they're managing to pull attention away from targets that they're trying to attack at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We do see Smash trying to see if they would peek out, but I don't see it happening. They're really holding that corner, so they won't get picked.
We're seeing a really good regroup from Legion here. It looks like they are going to take the top route here, although the entire team isn't quite together here, so this might not turn out quite so well for them.
But we do see them start pushing them back even more. Getting 3 picks right there. They're doing a really good job. But we do see them...
Ooh,
Get
good
some
grab
rescue
from
roll.
Mama Hoops there. Does finally fall there, but I mean, considering that Hoops was trapped in a tunnel with like 4 enemies there, being able to take out 2 of them and almost escape is pretty darn impressive.
One of whom was an ulting Mercy, too. Valk was popped in that fight. So really good intentions there by Chasm, hoping to keep the rest of the team up. But just Hoops made sure to focus them down.
And we do see Smash helping his team out, trying to see where they are.
Nice placement by Bob, right on top of
Yeah.
right.
It's harder for them to shoot them down, but and he's still getting a lot of damage in though. But no one's on point holding it. Oh, there goes the road.
Okay, we
Glob.
do see Glob Trigger could win the Junk v Junk battle there.
I know they allowed the payload to move even a little further there, but really smart usage of doing that just so that they could get everybody healed up here. Roadhog ducked out there to use take a breather, and then Glob got behind an OJ. Mercy, it would be almost instinct to drop down with the Ashe and the Mercy, but they stayed on their high ground.
Turns to Tracer though. We can see what they do here. He's really going for that Mercy right now, Nash.
Pardon me.
And he does get the Mercy out.
We are seeing a very good job from Jive Turkeys favoring the lose the battle, win the war mentality.
But we do see the junk get 2 kills with his ult. But that Zarya does really hold him down. And
Hoops there winning the 2v1 against the DPS to finish off the first point there.
Something
they gotta watch out because they don't have spawn banters anymore.
Something interesting I notice about both of these teams is the different types of synergy that they have. Jive Turkeys really have they very much trust their team to do their jobs, which tanks should be contesting the payload. You know, DPS should be in their positions. They shouldn't have to drop to payload. So there's a lot of trust here on that team. But the synergy between Legion of Doom to not go down without a fight and to just smartly invest in these situations. I know there was definitely a lot of staggering at a point during that fight, but they really pulled themselves back and kind of just grouped up together. So then when they did come back to a fight, it was almost as a full team.
And we do see an Ashe v Tracer, but Ashe does pull it off and win. And Jive Doom really does keep getting those picks and holding them back. They're doing really good at it.
Gonna see a late stagger on Josie here. And AJ goes off the side.
Back for revenge. That could have been a big ult if she would have gotten that.
Hoops clutched up. Hoops did clutch up. Hoops always clutches up though.
True.
We do hear this ult come out, but it does get stopped by Ashe. That's a really good thing.
Ooh, huge
nice
hammer though.
Hammer. But they do have a Bob coming in to help bring in the fight. And just for them to hold it just a tad bit longer.
Oh, and a late
Very
stagger on
good
the
bobber.
healer. Rough.
Yep.
That's a good kill onto Globdragon from Smash Apron though, removing that Junkrat from potentially this last fight.
So we do see Kojo actually go to a Hammett, trying to keep on that point.
Always good to see teams make the quick pick changes because they can get back a lot quicker. They can help stall a little bit more, especially a Hammond.
And we do see Josie Junkrat still.
And that's going to be the end of this push.
Yeah, that was almost bad because Hog really did pull him in to reset overtime. But I'm subbing in for Harv Smile.
Reaper. Reaper MVP of the other night. Are you subbing in? No.
I don't think I can do
Oh
that.
no, it's chaotic. That says they're subbing in. I see it now.
Oh my god. Be like, what? You need my Reaper?
Okay, and so now that we got the side swapped here, it looks like Legion is going to be running a bunker, trying to get a hard stop here, running the Junkrat Bastion for the DPS with a Moira Mercy for healing and Orisa Diva for tank line. So we're looking to pump out huge numbers here. And Jive Turkeys on the offense are running a Zarya Rein with Moira and Lucio for lots of AoE healing and a Junkrat Widow.
And we saw OJ in the Widow tournament make it almost all the way to the end, but he knowingly C9'd himself.
Oh, he killed himself.
No, he didn't want to touch point in overtime to make it the reason for the win condition. So he wanted the win.
Wow.
He wanted the win to be purely based on his skill. But so he laughs about it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So good pick here from Glob onto Josie. Able to take that other Junkrat out early. And we have not seen a res come in.
And we see a good early pick onto the Diva mech there for Jive Turkeys, but they do lose a DPS for it. So it is a 1-for-1 trade.
But that DPS can come back really quickly, faster than that Diva.
And the Diva is back, but that is a very early pick. So now the Bastion will be down because the Mercy res is out, and Mercy will not be able to go back and get that Bastion. Oh,
And
nice
good
hammer
old
down.
Hammer down. Taking out Mercy too. And getting
Current
Diva out of
score
her mech.
is 2-1 favoring
2-1.
Jive Turkeys.
So seeing Jive Turkeys backing off of this fight because they definitely lost a couple of people in the engagements here.
And we can see right here, Legion of Doom really trying to hold this point so they can get into map 5. But they don't realize that they're actually going underneath and not above.
Mm-hmm.
And we do see the Bastion get taken down. That's a lot of damage lost.
We do see Noko out though, but not able to get anybody.
Oh, and Jag's getting dangerously low on health. Really need to see the heals come in on the main tank.
But we do really see Jive Turkey trying to push this in as much as they can.
Looks like Legion is just going to let them take this uncontested.
They do go get that Rhine though with that ult. It was good ult.
Actually pretty smart there to use that because they can build that up fairly quickly, and or they might be changing characters, but it takes the Mercy res out of the picture for the next 20 seconds almost. And or if it didn't, that would have been the long spawn stagger there onto the Reinhardt.
Yeah.
So, especially though, if you can build that ult back pretty quickly as a Junkrat, though, you should be able to. Pretty smart usage.
Yes, it was really good. We're seeing Legion trying to hold this down, but they just keep contesting it. And they're not jumping down for some reason.
Oh, and you want to get
But
rid
they
of that
do start using
ulting
their ult,
Bastion.
But that Diva did not get anybody.
Sebi, welcome to the stream. Score right now is 2-1 Jive Turkeys. Been really intense and close match all night long, though. Would not
really
be
good
surprised if we
holding
go
them
to map 5.
But Jive Turkeys really do have a lot of time.
Jive Turkeys just need to make it around to the corner, and then it would be their map if they can cap that point.
Yep. Just right.
Although if we draw, then Legion of Doom still does end up losing.
You can't get a draw on this though.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we draw, it's still a loss. Oh, you can't get a draw on this one? Oh,
No.
I'm smart.
It's win or lose. It's okay.
I'm smart.
Oh, but we do see him get a quad kill, 4KK. But we do see
We do see the 1v1.
Oh, now it's a 2v1.
But help does show up, so Glob's gonna need
Just
to.
in time too.
Yep, that.
But they still have time, and Glob was able to farm some ult off of that, so we will be seeing a tire coming from Junkrat from the side. It's 2-1 right now, Randy, for Jive Turkeys. Although we do have a lot of ults here coming online for, well, not a lot, but 2 and 2 that are almost halfway there for the side of Legion of Doom, so...
Yeah.
Need to see Jive Turkeys use their ults properly. I don't want to see any invested in this fight, per se.
Down, though, so they want to try to bait at that Lucy ult, though.
They do have a decent amount of time here. It'd be really good to see
Big
them go
picks.
for like an Econo push here, but they are getting those kills.
Yeah, they're just
They
now
are.
that they've put one in, they need to invest all the rest of the else as they come online.
And they need to do
Oh,
this quickly
we do
before
see them.
before help can get back.
They really need to get this in, because they can pull this out. Before, and it looks like that might
And
just
that's
happen.
going to be it. Jive Turkeys are
Yeah.
going to take this 3-1.
Jive Doom.
Jive Doom. Oh wait, are you saying something now? Oh no, they're just saying GG. But it was a really good ult here with that quad. Right in the middle of everybody.
Absolutely massive.
Okay.
Really good game.
So, it is that time, my friends.
Ah, my first ever MVP. Let's go.
We already have some clamoring in the chat from Glob that OJ should be getting MVP. But
Yeah,
let's
so
decide
good.
who Jive Doom and Legion of Turkey MVPs are. Bunny for MVP.
For Jive Doom, I think Meg should get it just cause.
Meg, poor Meg.
got to.
Meg should get it for staying here this whole time. I agree with
Yeah.
that.
Right.
MVP.
Honorable mention to Meg.
Yep.
But really, who we thinking? Unless you're really thinking Meg.
No, that was just a joke.
Right. Alright, so yeah, 4 Jive Turkeys here. D-Man, what are you thinking?
For Jive Turkey, I'm really liking how OJ was really doing good on that DPS. But I forget whose name was it. Oh man, it was one of the tanks. I just they kept keeping that shield up the whole time.
Very likely it was
Trying
Jags.
to keep him home.
Jags was the main
Jags,
tank
yeah.
for a lot of it, unless it was the Orisa. Ishii was the Orisa, and on those positionings, Jag was usually the Roadhog.
Yeah, I think Jag was doing really good with his Roadhog, trying to keep those people off the point with his ults. So my thing right now is OG or Jags.
Okay. Definitely good plays by both of them. Glob was a previous MVP. Did want to just give a little shout out to Glob because Glob did amazing. Ishii for having their first league game tonight really settled in well with the team. Bunny was a really good healer along with Chasm when they were in. But for me, I would give my MVP pick to OJ and Cheetos. Just the ability to immediately change to counter the enemy team's compositions, the ability to change defensively, knowing there were counters to themselves. When we saw the teams do that, the double hit scan on Blizzard World, OJ immediately changed right off into the Doomfist and changing into some really disruptive characters. Even on the bunker there, the mobile bunker, we saw him do a lot of work as a Bastion. Sorry, rambling, but yeah, for me, my MVP pick would be OJ. Just we saw a lot of versatility, and even when we saw him on tank, he was still pretty well utilized by the team.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I feel that the pressure put on to Legion from OJ is just absolutely too much to ignore for the round. So I would definitely put my support behind OJ for MVP for Jive Turkeys.
Yeah, then looks like OJ's the MVP.
Okay, and then who are we thinking for Legion?
So I feel like it is absolutely impossible to talk about MVP for Legion without talking about hoops.
Yeah.
The pressure on the Zarya there is just absolutely mind-boggling.
You and I
especially
are
on Route 66 there.
You and I are the most anti-double MVPs in a week, and I was sitting there thinking, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I cannot put hoops in this contender box.
Yeah, Hoops
But-
managed to win the 2v1 to seal out the first point, was always pushing forward and creating space for the
The
team.
5 or
was
6K on Blizzard World, just disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was absolutely on fire tonight. There's just absolutely no way to like work around it.
And I'm actually just gonna sit here. The whole team did amazing. AJ was great, Smash was great, Josie, Wu, Kojo, Harv, everybody was great. I'm gonna tell you I'm putting my MVP behind Hoops because also in comparison to last week when Hoops got MVP, Hoops was DPS last week, and this week we're just seeing some incredible flexibility and like just the dangerous skill that Hoops does have. So I feel like I have no problem back in Hoops for MVP again.
And I do agree with Hoops really much, but I know my vote probably doesn't count right now, but my vote really is to Kojo though. Kojo really did show up with his when he was Hanzo, getting those ults, really good ults. And
That
towards
is
the end
fair.
of Route 66, he did go into Hammett to switch off, so we saw the flexibility even in that one game.
Yeah, I feel like Kojo definitely does need a mention there. The Hanzo play was really powerful. The Dragons came out really fast, so you know that there was a lot of damage being done there, and just a lot of pressure applied with that. Especially like on Horizon, where they got the early pick onto the Mercy there. Just a really like super long range good shot, and just consistently making shots like that throughout the match. So I definitely do believe that Kojo does deserve a mention.
Okay.
Yep.
But are you for Hoops getting MVP?
I am.
Yeah, with honorable mention to Kojo. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, chat, thank you guys so much for coming. We do have 2 games tomorrow, potentially. It might just be 1 game, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's at 8 p.m. CST, and it's Misfits versus, 8 p.m. CST, Misfits versus We The Ops. So make sure you come to that. Sunday will be the last game of the Tier 2 teams, which will be Pizza Planet versus Duck Duck Goats at Alex at 7:30 CST? 6:30 CST?
Yes, it is.
6:30, yes. I believe.
One of those times.
I thought there was 2 games going on though.
I
that
don't
day.
know exactly about the daytime game yet. That hasn't been 100% confirmed. But also on Sunday, tomorrow or Sunday, we'll be potentially getting our first Tier 1 playoff game. So once we know more details about that, it's the beginning of playoffs for these teams. So I will be playing in the Sunday game. So hopefully we will look forward to seeing everybody in chat. But on that note, we're going to end stream. Good night, chat. Thanks for coming.
Good night.